The 28th World Missions Convention, opening with the theme Prepared Global Turning Point, will begin with the missionary training on April 23rd. The main convention will take place in person on April 25th at Emmanuel Seoul Church. The Church Officer Graduate School Evangelism Studies Lecture 2 took place on April 20th at the Emmanuel Seoul Church.
Hello and welcome to the RUTC News. The 28th World Missions Convention, opening with the theme Prepared Global Turning Point, will begin with the missionary training on April 23rd. The main convention will take place in person April 25th at Emmanuel Seoul Church.
In God's time schedule of opening the age of evangelizing the 237 nations and 5,000 tribes, the 28th World Missions Convention is upon us next week. God has prepared in advance one person, region, and nation, and gathered the disciples of the world, the evangelists of each country, gathering to the Missions Festival. First, the missionary camp training begins on the 23rd with the orientation at 3 p.m., with the first lecture at 7 p.m., Lecture 2 on the 24th at 10:30 a.m., Lecture 3 at 3 p.m. There will be a missionary special lecture for overseas missionaries. Camp training registration begins at the Deokpyeong RUTC Building G, first floor, at noon, and name tags can be picked up by continent. Dorms are available for overseas missionaries only. Please bring your own toiletries and towel. Dorms are not available for overseas general participants, sponsoring churches, or domestic general participants. The main convention will continue on the 25th at the Emmanuel Seoul Church in person. On-site registrations begin at 7:30 a.m. Registration offering is 100,000 won. Discounts are available for accompanying children and the disabled upon showing documentation. The convention starts on the 25th at 10 a.m. with praise and opening. Lecture 1 will continue after the opening ceremony. There will be a missions forum by continent starting at 2 p.m. Lectures 2 and 3 will be proclaimed at 4 p.m., with the missionary commissioning ceremony thereafter. The day after the convention on the 26th, the Saturday Core Remnant Day, will take place at the Deokpyeong RUTC. On the 27th, Sunday First Service will be the Evangelism Alliance Missions Festival Sunday at the Busan Emmanuel Church, and will be broadcast at 11 a.m. on YouTube, RUTC TV, and We.Darak for a united service for the churches across the whole world. The district message will take place at 9:30 a.m.
The Church Officer Graduate School Evangelism Studies Lecture 2 took place April 20th at the Emmanuel Seoul Church.
Followed by last week's Church Officer Graduate School Study of Evangelism that the Church Officer Must Know Lecture 1, titled The Blessing Prepared for the Church Officer, Lecture 2 was proclaimed. 4 lectures by the principal of the Church Officer Graduate School will take place in person, broadcast through RUTC TV, whilst the remaining 4 lectures will be video lectures. May it be an important time where church officers, armed with the word, prayer, and evangelism of the field, pray to stand as watchtowers. The Church Officer Graduate School special offering is used entirely for supporting future churches. The 2025 World Pastors' Wives Retreat will take place on April 22nd at the Deokpyeong RUTC. With the theme Pastors' Wives Evangelism Camp, this year's retreat will take place on April 22nd, one day before the missionary training of the World Missions Conference. Pastors' wives from the evangelism fields all over the world who held on to the word, the partisan journey and guideposts of pastors' wives in 2024, are gathering this year as witnesses who saw the works of God saving the individual, church, and field. Lecture 1 will be proclaimed at 10:30 a.m., Lecture 2 at 2 p.m. Please pray for this retreat to be a time for pastors' wives who live their camp life of shining the light to all fields, confirming the stream of the word, prayer, and evangelism. The April 237 Tuesday Disciple Training will take place on April 29th at the Deokpyeong RUTC. It will be a time where the disciples who will conquer the 12 fields to save the region will gather to confirm God's time schedule. Meanwhile, the May 237 New Believer Field Ministers Training will take place on May 6th at the Deokpyeong RUTC. Registrations are open at WEEA until May 2nd. May it be a blessed time where the field ministers who help and pray for the new believers evangelize from the field to be raised as an evangelist responsible over 12 fields. gathered to confirm God's plan and direction. The April 19th Saturday Core took place at the Way of Life Church centered on the Anyang chapter. Before the service, there was a special message for the Anyang pastors with the title 24-Hour Disciple. Also, through meetings with regional church officers and business people, the specific mission was relayed of discovering my stream in the stream of the word, prayer, and evangelism, and especially church officers through the 5-member team system to relay the 3 streams to the field and posterity and to continue to establish it. The president of the World Evangelism Senior Board, Reverend Yu Gwang-soo, proclaimed the messages titled The Start of the 70 Workers, The Summit Preparation for Remnants, 24-Hour Disciples, The Footsteps of the Scattered Disciples at the Saturday Core. The April 26th Saturday Core will be Remnant Day at the Deokpyeong RUTC. This week's offering. Heartfelt offerings continue from across the nation and the world for the 237 Center and RUTC. This week's announcements. The April 26th Saturday Core will be Remnant Day at the Deokpyeong RUTC.
Embracing God's desire to save the 237 5,000, missionaries and native disciples are gathering to the RUTC from all over the world. This year's missions convention will be the important festival where the forum of the witnesses who've seen God's works in evangelism missions fields is relayed to all believers and remnants who will continue the evangelism movement. May you pray 24 for this throughout the week. This concludes the news. Thank you.